Welcome back, dear students. So, good morning to all. So, today's class we are discussed about the concept on AIDS. In last classes, we know that we are discussed the immune system of the body. In the immune system of the body, we already clears the first concept, that is called as what are the immune parts of our body which are responsible for the increases the resistance power, that's we know that immunity power. And next we are discussed about the primary lymphoid organs. Best example, primary lymphoid organs are nothing but a bone marrow and a thymus. And also we know that secondary lymphoid organs, those secondary lymphoid organs are nothing but a spleen is there, Peyer's patches, small intestine, appendix, okay, lymphoid organs, like these parts we already discussed. Let us today's class a very important and it is a general topic for you. So that's we know that is nothing but a AIDS. The AIDS is commonly called it is a deadliest disease. How much deadliest disease means? We know that it is not curable conditions. Why it is not curable means there is no that type of the drugs which are which are decreases the power of the virus which is affected by AIDS. So that's virus we are commonly called as a HIV virus. So before going to the discussion of the overall idea about the AIDS, first we are going to know what is the history of AIDS, when it is reported, to whom it is reported, how it will become. We know that general awareness everywhere in our public society, they are going to give the general awareness about the AIDS aspect. But in this class, the first we know what is the abbreviation of AIDS. Dear students, in this concept, they ask for you, the main one is that the expanding form of AIDS, that's one, and next life cycle of HIV. So these are the main questions which are coming into the examination corner. So then come the first one, what is the abbreviation of AIDS? The abbreviation of AIDS nothing but acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. What is that? Acquired immunodeficiency, and next one syndrome. So this is the expanding full form of the AIDS. Acquired, addicted, immuno related to the immunity power, that power will become almost decreases, deficiency, syndrome nothing but a disease. So this is the full form of AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Then come the first point. The first point is that it is a deficiency of immune system. That's already we know that where it will be affected. It will be affected to the part, that part which is responsible for the increases the energy, increases the body cells. So those body cells are increased by the antibodies. Those in that part it will be have the deficiency. So that is it is deficiency of immune system. Next, it is a viral disease caused by HIV. Commonly AIDS is an viral disease, it is an infectious form, that's we call it is a STD. STD is nothing but sexually transmitted diseases. In that one disease, that's called as a AIDS. So many diseases are there. Gonorrhea is there, okay, already we discussed in reproductive health, gonorrhea. Next, syphilis is there, genital herpes, genital warts, hepatitis B, like these are all STDs. Those are also called as a venereal diseases or reproductive tract diseases. See the another names of those ones. STDs is one also, and VD, venereal diseases, and RTI, reproductive tract infectious diseases. In that, the one disease, one viral disease, that's called as a AIDS. Okay, AIDS, it is a viral disease caused by the HIV. Then come to the what is this HIV? What is the full form of HIV? We know that, dear students, AIDS is caused by the HIV. The full form of HIV, human immunovirus. It's also asked for you. What is that? Human immunovirus. H means human immunovirus. Human immunovirus, it is an causative agent of, what is that? AIDS. Then come next one. It is first reported in the year of 1981. This is asked for you as a GK question and also CET question. When it is reported? It is reported in the year of 1981 at first which place? That is the United States of America, USA. But whom it will be reported? Those are nothing but a homosexual male individuals. Just think about the word. What is this? Homosexual. So both the sexes are same condition, both are male individuals. In those male individuals, the first this type of the virus will going to diagnosed, and the person name is called Ken Horney. See, this is also a CET or NEET level question. Ken Horney is the first person. In his, the diagnose the one virus, that virus we call it is a HIV, that causes the AIDS. Then come, dear student, this point is very important for you in CET level, must be concentrate this point. When it is AIDS will be first reported in the year of 1981. Which place? USA. In whom it will be diagnosed? In the homosexual individuals, male individuals. Who's that? That name, person name? Ken Horney. This is the first diagnosing of the AIDS. Then come to the next one. What we know that? HIV. So this is the history concept. What is this? AIDS. And next, which virus it will be caused and where it will be reported, in which place, in whom. Like that we know that the history concept. Then come about the HIV we can know. First of all, what is HIV? Human immunovirus. Then come next. How it is? This HIV virus, it is a member of group of viruses that's called as a retroviruses. Come here, the main point is this. HIV is nothing but it is a group of viruses. In that, one member, that member is called as a retrovirus. Dear students, must be remember. In previous classes, we are discussed about the life cycle of malaria. So, that cycle is also called as a Ronald-Ross cycle. In that cycle, I am going to ask you one question that time. What is means? How we get the malaria? Up to this extent, we know that we are getting the malaria by the bite of an female Anopheles mosquito. Are you agreed this point? Okay. But by the bite of an female Anopheles mosquito, it came, take that virus, when it is bited to us, then it introduced such a type of sporozoite stage. That stage is called as a Plasmodium vivax. Are you remember Plasmodium vivax? Then you must be clear-cut idea that the Plasmodium vivax is an causative agent of malaria. Same concept here also. What we going to say? AIDS is caused by a virus. Yes, correct. What is that? HIV. But in HIV, there is the one member is there. That member of HIV, that virus name is called as a retrovirus. That retrovirus will be responsible for the causes of an HIV. That's way this retrovirus, how it is enveloped by RNA genome. Just think about what is this covered. Envelope means nothing but a covering part, ಸುತ್ತುವರೆಯುವುದು. This retrovirus is surrounding, it will be protected by such a type of the one genetic material. That genetic material is called as a RNA. And what is this genome? In the name itself, the group of genes. There is multi number of the genes are there. That group, complete group is called as a genome. In that genome, what is the genetic material is present? RNA. This genetic material surrounded by this virus. What is this? Retrovirus. So that's way you must be get the point is here. What is that means? Retrovirus is an causative agent of the AIDS. That's also correct. But almost familiarly we are going to say what is that? HIV. Correct. HIV is a group of member, but in that one sporozoite stage, retrovirus. Then come next. HIV originally came from in chimpanzees. How it is coming? Or you know that we are having some host are there. Host nothing but a body of organisms. How it will be? If you are going to think as a evolution of HIV, this HIV first primarily it is came to the chimpanzees, nothing but a chimpanzees, monkeys, apes. These are nothing but our ancestors. If you consider as a evolution, how we are evolved, we will be evolved as a some stages. So basically that stage we are going to call as a starting. Dryopithecians are there. See the evolution period. Dryopithecians, that 15,000 million years ago. That time the first animal based human being will going to formed on the earth, that is in the form of Dryopithecian. After that Australopithecian, like this. Dryopithecian, Australopithecians, next Homo erectus, next Homo bacillus, Neanderthal man, Cro-Magnon and Homo sapiens. Just think about, those are all in the form of apes or chimpanzees, or we call it as a monkeys. Dryopithecians, Australopithecian, their face look like as a chimpanzee. So in those conditions only this is the first will be originated. If you consider as a history of this HIV originally came from in chimpanzees in the year of 1930s only. No, 1930, and that should be in which area? That is West African jungles. There is the situation of the Amazonian forest we are called it is. In that forest, the first time this type of the virus, what is that virus? HIV will be diagnosed in the chimpanzees. From the chimpanzees, then it is spread through the other parts of the body of the world, other parts of the world. In that originated from the West Africa. It is originally transmitted to humans through the transfer of blood by hunting. Just think about in that area, the tribal peoples are there in African jungles. Then they are going to start it. Their one work is that is the hunting for the purpose of meat, nothing but a killing. When they started to killing or hunting, their blood is going to transfer immediately. When the blood is transmitted, then this type of the virus also transmitted, because it's transmitted only by the body fluids only, not by the touch or nothing. Okay, we are discussing about later on that one. But here just think about when they are going to start at the hunting, then this type of the virus will be transmitted to the person by blood. Then this is hunting over the decade. Continuously they started the hunting in a year wise along with generations. Then it will be spreading through in generation to the generations. Like this type of the concept, we know that the history of AIDS. What is AIDS? Full form of AIDS. And next, what is HIV, and which one is called as a member of HIV, and that virus is responsible for the causing of the AIDS. That virus is called as a retrovirus. And where the HIV will be originated first, in which species, and how it will be transmitted. On their aspects, they are discussed by the hunting of the peoples, by the hunting of the animals, the blood will go into transport. So that like that it will be spread all over the world. This is history. Then come how it is occur. What is the occurring? Occurrence. The first one is that, what is that? The sexual contact with infected person. If suppose the one person is infected by a HIV, if any normal person is undergoes this type of aspect, what is that? Sexual contact, then immediately that person also caused by that type of the infection. What is that infection? AIDS. This is the first occurring, how it will be coming. Okay. Next, by transfusion contaminated blood and blood products. Transfusion, if you transfer, we know that almost we donate the blood to any other person in emergency situations. Okay, na? That time, suppose we are suffering from this type of the infection, then it will be transmitted to that person by transfusion. By transfusion of contaminated blood. They are given here. What is that blood? Contaminated. That blood must be contaminated by the which virus? The member of virus. As you know that HIV. If suppose HIV in that blood, it will be transmitted to the another person. Same. And come to another next one, by sharing infected needles or syringes. Infected needles. If the person is suffering from the HIV, if the needles, if we are going to using same injectable needles to another person, then it will be transport. Next one, by infected mother to her child through placenta. Dear students, must be remember this point. That baby is not going to do anything, but that baby also suffering from the HIV in the pregnancy period only. How it is? If once the mother will attacked by this infection, when she became a pregnant, then that HIV virus also transferred to the baby's body through the what is that? Placenta. Placenta is called as it is a protective layer. This is protective layer of the embryo. So this only responsible for there are almost all functions in between the mother and child. What are those functions? It will be transfers the oxygen. It will be carries the oxygen. It will be removes the carbon dioxide from the fetus. And this is also responsible for the transferring of the blood cells through the umbilical cord. That cord connection in between the mother and child. In umbilical cord, in Kannada it is called Karolaballi anteli karitare. Umbilical cord, it is a connection. But that baby will be grow in the protective enveloped cover, that is called as a placenta. That is the must and should protective layers. Okay, in that this is also happens if the mother has the infection of AIDS. Okay, next, by multiple sexual partners. This is nowadays by this is going on more, and one thing through that infection is also going on more by multiple sexual partners. Okay, next, it spreads only through body fluids. This already I discussed you how it will be spreads. It spreads only through body fluids. Body fluids nothing but that is best example you can take as a serums or blood or saliva, like this. So body fluids, saliva which is present in mouth by the lip kisses, it will be transfer saliva. Blood, when injectable concept is there or needles concept is there or hunting concept is there, that time the blood will be removed, that will be excreted out. If it is entering to the another person, then it will be affected. Like that, it spreads only through body fluids, not mere touch, not by the mere touch, nothing but a physical contact. If you going to touch any AIDS person, it's not coming, but coming COVID-19. Are you know what's going on today's? By contacting of that person, if that person is suffering from the COVID, then it will be coming by skin touch, but not like that. Which one? AIDS. AIDS only passes through the body fluids. If body fluids are transferred takes place in between the persons, then it will be affected. So this is the occurrence of the AIDS, how it will be come to us. Then you only think about in that basis how the prevention. Then before that prevention, we discussed about the what is that test which is diagnoses the HIV. How we know the person is suffering from the HIV or AIDS. There is the one test is there. That test is called as a ELISA test. Dear students, must be remember this point. ELISA. So many times they are asking CET 1 mark questions or GK questions. ELISA. What is the full form of ELISA? ELISA nothing but a enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. What is that? Enzyme linked immunosorbent, SORBENT, sorbent assay, ASSAY. So this is the full form of ELISA. This ELISA will be diagnosing test of AIDS. Like that in before we discussed about what is the diagnosing test of typhoid fever. That is nothing but a Widal test, WIDAL, Widal test. Same here also. How we know? When you going to do as a enzyme linked immunosorbent assay test, then you are realized the person will suffer from HIV positive or negative. This is the diagnostic test. Then come final aspects, we discuss about that is the treatment. The treatment is only one. What is that? We are not going to prevent only for the death. Death will be compulsory for AIDS patient, but up to that they must be increases the immunity power. How they increases the immunity power means, so which type of the virus will be affected to the AIDS, against to that they are going to give the drugs. That drugs is called as a antiretroviral drugs. See the word retrovirus, against to that virus, antiretroviral drugs. There are so many types are there in antiretroviral drugs. Those drugs they are given continuous to the patient to only for increases the immunity power. If the immunity power is increases up to some extent, some months, some years, the person will becoming in living conditions, but we not prevent the death. So that's why, dear students, it's why it is called as a deadliest disease means because of this reason only. Whatever maybe you can going to take the treatment, if you have the willpower, if you have the immunity power, then only you are under the surviving condition. If you lose your will and immunity power, then immediately these retroviruses are becoming very dominant in our body. Then they start to the killing nature, that is we call it as a phagocytic nature. Immediately they kill to all type of the cells which are protective to our body. So based on that condition, the person will be die in a 3 months or 6 months or a year, up to the some many years also is going on. So that should be based on your what is that resistance power, roga nirodhaka shakti. Okay na? Then come next, preventive measures. What are those preventive measures? The first one, you can take blood from blood bank, not by the transfusion of that condition. Blood from blood bank, because in the blood bank they must be take the blood by all type of the test of that patient. If the patient is in a good condition, normal condition, dominant conditions, then only they are going to take the blood from that persons. So that's why their blood will be safe blood. If you want, don't take from your friend circles or anybody by emergency situation. So in that condition you go for the blood bank. That is the safest conditions. Okay. Next, use disposable needles and syringes, not removed needles and syringes. They are in pockets, disposable, in freezing conditions. Those needles only you can use when we go to the doctors. Doctors are going to do as a injections. That injection must be in a pocket, that's not in a open. You must be see that condition also. Okay, na? Use disposable syringes and needles. That's also one of the remedial measures against the HIV. Next, use of condoms. Yeah, that's also very important is there, because here on point is there. What is that point? We know that multiple sexual partners. If the conditions is going on very wild condition is there, means if the person, any person is suffering from HIV, means that time we don't do anything. If you safe side, nothing but that's we are using the condoms is there. These condoms are IUDs for the females. In the condoms there are separate types of the male and female condoms are there. Cervical caps are there, diaphragms are there. And I told you, IUDs. In the IUDs, so many progesterone, LNG20, like the multi-load 322, like this, so many preventive measures against the STDs. We must be take those ones, then it is helpful for us to, we are not infected from these type of the diseases. That is safe side is that use of condoms and advocating the safe sex, that only. If you advocate the safe sex, that should be responsible for your life. Why means, if you have a barriers methods, protective methods, by using this type of the condoms, Nirods, and we know that IUDs, diaphragms, cervical caps, then we must be undergoes the safe concept against the AIDS or HIV. Like this, there are the many concept is there, but today's class we discuss only about the some important concept about the AIDS. So dear students, you must be remember what is AIDS, what is the history of AIDS, what is HIV, and which virus is mainly cause the AIDS, because HIV is the group of member. In that member, retrovirus, and we know that how it will be come to us, how we get the prevention, and another very important one is that what is the diagnosing test for AIDS or HIV. That is nothing but a ELISA. Okay. In this concept, you are having a 3 expanding form. What are those? First one AIDS, second one HIV, and third one ELISA. You must be remember. First AIDS, what is that? Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Second one HIV, human immunovirus. Third one ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. That's clear. These are asked for you as a 1 mark question or CET question, and in JK also it will be coming. So today we are going to complete it here only, and tomorrow's class we start the very important long type question that is called as a life cycle of HIV. Okay dear students, thank you.